The Second Summer of the Sisterhood by Ann Brashares is the sequel to the first novel in the Sisterhood of the Traveling Pants series. It continues the story of Lena, Tibby, Bridget, and Carmen during their 17th summer, exactly 1 year after the events of the first book. The story unfolds in various locations, including their homes in Bethesda, Maryland, the campus of Williamston College, and places in South Carolina and Alabama. As the novel begins, the girls have different plans for the summer. Most of them intend to stay in Maryland, but Tibby, who had a difficult previous summer dealing with the loss of her friend Bailey to cancer, is determined to leave. She enrolls in a film program at a college campus elsewhere. Meanwhile, Lena reminisces about her long-distance relationship with Kostos, whom she met and fell in love with the previous summer in Santorini. They had stopped communicating halfway through the year due to the emotional strain of separation, but Lena is surprised and delighted when Kostos unexpectedly visits her in America. Their romance is reignited, but it is cut short when Kostos has to return urgently to Greece due to a family emergency. Shortly after, Lena receives distressing news that her grandfather, Bapi, has suffered a stroke back in Santorini. She and her family return to Greece, only to discover that Bapi has already passed away. Lena's sorrow deepens when she finds out that Kostos has married a local girl. During a period when he and Lena were apart, Kostos had a brief relationship with the girl, who subsequently became pregnant. Out of a sense of honor, Kostos married her, although his heart still belongs to Lena. Lena returns to the United States devastated and grieving. Back home, Lena finds solace when she meets Carmen's stepbrother, Paul, with whom she quickly forms a connection. Meanwhile, Carmen is grappling with her own family dynamics. Living with her mother Christina after her parents' divorce, Carmen becomes increasingly uneasy about her mother's serious relationship with David. Feeling neglected, Carmen initially tries to pursue a romantic interest of her own but finds herself too preoccupied with her mother's burgeoning relationship. Eventually, Carmen's frustration boils over, leading to a confrontation where she blames her mother for prioritizing David over her. This causes David and Christina to break up, plunging Christina into a depression. Regretting her actions, Carmen attempts to reconcile them. In New York City, Tibby is immersed in a summer film program at Williamston College. She bonds with her friend Brian, who comes to visit, but Tibby distances herself from him after meeting Alex, an attractive fellow film student. Tibby clashes with Maura, who has a crush on Alex, but Tibby focuses on impressing Alex by creating a provocative film that critiques her own mother. Tibby's mother is deeply disturbed by the film, leading Tibby to realize that Alex is not who she appeared to be. She reconnects with Brian and shifts her focus to creating a film dedicated to her late friend, Bailey. Meanwhile, Bridget is in Bethesda with her friends, grappling with a sense of loss and identity after a disappointing romance with her soccer camp instructor, Eric, the previous summer. Her plans change when she discovers letters from her grandmother addressed to herself and her brother. Inspired to reconnect with her roots, Bridget travels to Alabama in disguise as a hired girl named Gilda to assist her grandmother. Through this journey, Bridget uncovers family secrets and strengthens her bond with her grandmother. Eventually, Bridget reveals her true identity, bringing joy to her grandmother and finding a renewed sense of self. Ann Brashares, celebrated for her young adult novels, is most renowned for the Sisterhood of the Traveling Pants series, which includes the novels Sisterhood of the Traveling Pants, Second Summer of the Sisterhood, Girls in Pants, and Forever in Blue. The series, a global phenomenon translated into numerous languages, also features a spin-off titled Three Willows. Brashares has additionally penned several standalone novels and non-fiction works, showcasing her versatility as a writer. I hope you enjoyed this video. Leave a like if you did, and be sure to subscribe. Thank you.